Joel, what is the right way? Oh, you're going to take a selfie right now?
Well, I just realized that it said, please be aware that many members of your audience may be under 18 years of age. I did not read that before I made the first thing about how big it was.
Oh, well, that could mean anything.
I just wanted to apologize.
That could be a utility belt or a cape or Gandalf's staff, so to speak.
It was about a cake.
Yeah.
But I think young people want to know that guy's dick size.
Okay, Joel. All right, good. Good. Well, now it's out on the... That's good.
Oh, Bruckheimer's not going to let us come back to anything. Come on. Get it together.
We can barely hear our... I'm sitting right next to Olivia. I cannot not understand what
Yeah, because the speakers are in front, so they're bouncing off the back
It's like
room.
being on set with Eric every day. I mean, just like, I do not understand what he is saying.
It's because he's so
Joel,
handsome.
you want to go over there and
It's just because you're getting lost in his eyes.
Yes.
So dreamy.
What is your name and question, sir?
My name is Ryan. Before I start asking my question, I'd just like to say, Olivia Munn, I love you. I think.
I love you too.
Go ahead and ask him now.
What's up, my Asians?
I don't really think I have a chance, though.
What? Who's cutting you off?
The mic is not working. Okay. My question is for Joe. So in this movie, it seems like you're playing like a experienced hard-ass cop, right? Now this is a lot different from the roles that we're familiar with you.
How so?
Because
very similar to the soup.
You come from a comedic past, especially from Community. So my question is, are you trying? Is this like where you're trying to showcase your acting range? Are you trying to step more into the film world, away from the TV? Are we going to see more of you in the future, not only on TV but also in films?
I hope so. We're now taping the sequel to this movie right now. I'm joking. No, believe me. The access into the business was through comedy and people like Scott, who took pity on me, and Jerry, who allowed me to be in the movie. I used to do stuff like this all the time. I mean, not knife fighting all the time, but playing different roles. And so I, was over the moon about the opportunity. And so I was thrilled by the character. And people are always like, is that hard for you? It was in the best time I've ever had, probably. One of the best acting experiences I've ever had.
If I can jump in on it too, I've known Joel for a long, long time and very good friends. And I knew Joel when he first moved from Seattle, and I was one of the first people in LA that he became friends with. And so I would go to see him trying to get into local plays, and he would do local theater work before he even had an agent. And so his family and my family are very, very close, and so I know a side of Joel that is not captured in those other roles that he does. The real Joel is not the guy on The Soup, and it's not the guy on Community. He does have a gigantic knife collection, and he is a functioning sociopath.
I never thought of it that way.
Actually, this is really true. This is true. I know a test question. It would take a while for me to repeat the whole thing, but I know a test question designed by the FBI to screen for serial killers. I've asked that question. I've gone through the process of asking this test question to maybe 45 or 50 people in my life. No one's ever gotten it correct except Joel. And that's true. That is really true. So the experience of writing the script was one where I was writing this partner character, and I just was really struggling, and Jerry remembers that the first drafts of the script, that character was just not that great. And when the character became great was when I started to imagine what if Joel became a cop instead of an actor, and that was the role. That was how I wrote him. And the character that he plays is very much tailor designed for him. That's not true of any of the other actors in the movie, but he does very well in it.
I think when you put a person who has strong comedic instincts in a serious role, I just feel like it gives dimension. I mean, I know, like Olivia said, Eric has stand-up background in Australia. When was the last time you did stand-up?
Would be probably 12, 13 years ago.
Oh, wow. Do you ever miss it?
I don't miss the stand-up. I miss the sketch comedy because that part of your brain doesn't switch off. I see sketches all day, every day, and I just can't do anything about it. The stand-up I don't miss. I'm too lazy to want to go and do that.
You don't really need to right now. You don't really have to run out there.
Chris, did you know? I mean, not kidding. He had his own show in Australia. He was the star of his own sketch show that was very popular, and so then the world knew him as Chopper, and from you guys saw Chopper, and Chopper 2 was amazing. But he had the whole background. No one knew about it in the world except for Australia, and he's not that funny, but it's amazing that he had that role.
The only Australian show I know was Skippy the Bush Kangaroo.
Oh, jeez.
Do you remember that show?
Yeah.
You saw that show, right?
Of course.
It was like Lassie, but with a kangaroo, and they would just have this dead kangaroo hand come out of frame and like dial a phone number and save a kid from a well. That's a real show. What is your name, sir?
Hey, I'm Steve. Let's talk about chicks, man.
Oh.
Big fan of the soup. Joel, please don't stop doing it. I know you're getting all these opportunities.
All right.
So on it, you got The Walking
now I've
Dead.
made my decision. I'm staying. Okay, great.
You got The Walking Dead spoof you guys doing on there. Are you gonna do one for this movie?
If the cast will agree to be in it, then
I'm
yeah.
busy.
Oh, shit.
Next question.
No, we're not now. We're not.
Hi.
Steve.
Hey.
What's your name?
My name's Jesse.
And what's your question?
While working on the movie, does it ever get stressful working with each other?